He didn't even know who Malik Monk was before he even signed to the freaking Lakers in the first place. I'm talking about 2 All-Stars in their prime. When has Jordan ever had that on his team? Trae Young, Trigger Trae Young is not playing with another All-Star. Trae Young does not have a teammate who is better than him. Russell Westbrook does. You were just complaining about Marc Gasol last year in the playoffs, and now you're like, oh, we have Marc Gasol. The league is dead. Like, bro, BSOLZ just uploaded a video that is titled OSN is why LeBron haters exist. Now, yes, LeBron fans are so toxic all over, especially on the internet. Now, OSN is a heavy influence on why there are a lot of LeBron faders. OSN is one of the most toxic LeBron fans I've ever seen on the internet. And I have a friend who is one of the most toxic LeBron fans I've ever seen. OSN is almost 2 times as toxic as he is. So, I'm excited for this.
Scrolling through my homepage and saw this video on my screen. Lakers 2022.
Hold on. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous title. They're not.
Roster is better.
It was ridiculous
in all caps,
for this.
Better than the Warriors 2017 roster.
They're absolutely not. What's going on? Don't look at me like that.
I swear to God, I wish I could get away with an intro like that, bro.
Yes! Agreed!
What is he doing?
He does this all the time. He just sits there and looks sad and then screams in my ear. On purpose. Look at him.
Lakers roster is the best roster, the best team, the best lineup ever assembled.
No, that's not true.
Yo.
They don't fit
Clark,
right.
Clark, you gotta relax.
And okay, if anything, this helps the argument that LeBron is not the GOAT. When has Michael Jordan ever had 2 All-Stars on his team? Ever. Give me 1 year. And no. I'm talking about current All-Stars. I'm not talking about, they were All-Stars when they were, 26 and LeBron and Jordan was teammates with them when they were almost 40. I'm talking about 2 All-Stars in their prime. When has Jordan ever had that on his team?
I ain't even got anything to, critique you about. Let's see what Clark has to say.
This is all happening really fast, and it's a lot to take in.
I'm chilling.
And a lot of you guys probably haven't realized it yet.
Realized what? Tell me.
This roster,
LeBron, right,
and Rob have put together.
LeBron and Rob.
LeBron is the GM.
Best roster the NBA has ever seen.
Okay.
Now, when we think about best roster of all time, what do we think? Warriors, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
2017, right? Year after they won the most games, they went and got KD, right?
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
So we got Russell, LeBron,
Yeah.
KD, Steph.
I take KD and Steph as a better fit.
We'll just call that a wash.
Steph is better than Westbrook, and KD and LeBron is always neck and neck. So, I mean, that would mean that the 2017 Warriors are better so far.
What? Yo. The closest it's ever been was like from 2014 to 2016. That was when the gap between Curry and Russ was the closest. Russ, I don't care what you say, he's gotten worse since his MVP.
I don't
year,
think
and
so.
Curry has just stayed the same. And
I
even
think
back then, Steph Curry.
This is a hot take, but I think 2017 that Westbrook MVP it was pity. It was a pity MVP. It was like, here, you took this team to the playoffs after you lost your best player. We feel so bad for you that KD snaked you. And you average a triple-double, which is pretty impressive, but it gets less impressive every year if he keeps on doing it. It's like basic now for him. So, that's just a hot take from me.
Was already better.
I'm gonna stop
so
talking.
what has happened since then that makes you believe that Curry and Russ are still on the same level? Matter of fact,
this is the fourth team Westbrook's been on, by the way.
25 players video like 3 weeks ago, and you had Russell Westbrook at 18, which is already high.
Teams are playing hot potato with
and
Russell
Curry
Westbrook.
at 6, which is on the low end of where people usually rank him.
Where's Westbrook at on this list? What? He's 18. Westbrook is better than Zion. I don't think so, but okay, you can have that one. Trae Young? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Trae Young, Trigger Trae Young is not playing with another All-Star. Trae Young does not have a teammate who is better than him. Russell Westbrook does. And he got to the conference finals. And you can say, oh, injury this, injury that, blah, 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 blah. Oh, who did they even play? Oh. Yeah, you could say injury this, injury that. Oh, Westbrook was hobbled. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You saw Bradley Beal, who was second in league scoring this year.
You're saying they're on the same level?
It's 30 out of each of them, 30, 20.
Oh, what is this? No, I don't. I'm just going to edit that out.
Whatever, it's wash, right?
That's not a wash.
It's not a wash.
Howard, Draymond.
No. It's AD.
Davis.
No. No, go back. Why is it muted? If you're talking about matchups, it will be AD versus Draymond, which AD is better, and Dwight Howard versus JaVale, which is like a tie, in my opinion. You can hate on me all you want. JaVale and Dwight is a tie, so I'd still say it's Warriors by a hair, though.
Davis. McGee?
No. Idiot.
Yo, this dude right here.
So it's already starting to swing our way, but you know what? Hey, Melo.
Why is
Klay
the volume
Thompson,
so low?
Hey, it's an old Melo as prime Klay. We'll call the starting five a wash only because
A wash?
you guys got Klay.
The starting lineup's a wash because they have Klay? Are you serious? Even if you want to do the whole comparison thing he's doing right now, KD and LeBron cancel out. Curry is better than Westbrook. I don't care what you say.
Facts.
AD is better than Draymond.
Facts.
Okay. Dwight and JaVale, those are actually washes. But honestly, I would lean towards JaVale back then. But it's a wash.
See?
It's a wash.
I'm not an idiot.
Carmelo Anthony and prime Klay Thompson.
It's not even close. It's not even close. It's Klay Thompson in a heartbeat.
Big men are better than yours by far. AD's whooping Draymond's ass all up and down the court. and you don't think this current Dwight
Draymond
Howard
could play
is to match
defense
him against that JaVale McGee? He's matching up against that JaVale McGee, bro. That's the same JaVale McGee we see every year. So really,
I mean, JaVale McGee was pretty
Dwight
good.
Howard. What the?
But you know what? You got prime Klay. We'll call the starting five a wash, man. Okay,
They're not a
cool.
wash. It's not a wash.
That's already crazy that this roster is washing with that five.
No.
But you know what? It's a wash. Now let's look to the bench. And the bench, ladies and gentlemen,
Whatever he's drinking's working. I'll tell you that.
the bench is what makes us better than any other team. Because you might be thinking, oh yeah, the Nets are really. What's the bench looking like? You got
Right.
Patty Mills coming off the bench. What? Don't they got a bunch of rookies? You know what our bench is looking like?
Patty Mills.
Yeah, they got
You
Patty
Trevor
Mills.
Ariza coming in locking up.
Like who?
He's only there to lock up.
He's
gonna
like
lock
40
up.
years
He's gonna
old.
Lock up. It's gonna be annoying. That's what he's gonna do. He's not gonna do anything else.
What?
Kendrick Nunn was damn near rookie of the year. Did y'all forget that he averaged like damn 20 points? First
What?
Year on
4 years ago?
Rookie of the year.
And?
We got him coming off the bench.
Wait.
Hold on. Yes, thank God you brought that up. Kendrick Nunn. Let's see how many points. Let's see how many points he averaged. Points per game. Let's see. 15.3. That's cool. I mean, he was only almost rookie of the year because Zion, he was hurt. Wait, 24. He was 24 and was winning rookie of the year. What, was he in the G League or something? Whatever.
Y'all see this, right? Y'all see it. You're telling me with
Ooh,
these
Eric Pascal.
rookie of the year splits,
Yes.
Kendrick Nunn was damn near rookie of the year.
I mean, he wasn't. It was either.
Who cares?
Everybody said it was
Honestly, who
either
cares?
Zion or
Who
John
cares?
Morant. Nobody even talked about Kendrick Nunn.
With Malik Monk?
This is okay. He didn't even know who Malik was. He didn't even words. He didn't even know who Malik Monk was before he even signed to the freaking Lakers in the first place. What are we talking about here? Acting like you know who Malik Monk was. Get out of here, bro. And we were talking about matchups. Who would matchup be? Kendrick Nunn versus that Sean Livingston? Hold on. I want to see Kendrick Nunn's stats for last year. Let's see his stats for last year. Okay, 14.6 points. That's about it. 56 games. Okay. Was he a bench guy? I'm assuming he came off the bench. 16-17. I assume that's the team he's talking about. No! Is he talking about... whatever. 5 points. Yeah, sure. You can have that one. Sean Livingston, Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn. Andre Iguodala, Trevor Ariza, Iguodala. And Matt Barnes versus Malik Monk. I guess it's a tie. You could give it to Malik Monk, I guess. Maybe.
Sean and Matt.
I love how he's not bringing up Iggy's defense whatsoever when a minute ago he was making it seem like Trevor Ariza was like prime Bruce Bowen coming off the bench.
I haven't even heard of Trevor Ariza in the past like 3 years.
I don't think a lot of people have realized.
Huh? What's that face?
We're about to get Schroeder too, motherfucker. I know y'all thought that it was done.
Actually, he just signed with He just signed with the Celtics like yesterday. So you're wrong. You don't have him.
We still got 3 spaces. Listen, they might make Dudley an assistant coach.
What does that mean?
Schroeder might,
what does that mean?
He might play for 1 more year and then be a free agent next year.
No.
Yo, I'm editing this the day after Dennis Schroeder signed with the Celtics. So yeah, no, you were just wrong. You were just wrong.
Yes, he was wrong.
So if we get Schroeder too.
And I love how he's acting like Schroeder's good now after he acted like Schroeder was trash last year in the playoffs.
The other players that the Warriors had.
Oh crap, an ad. And I'm just gonna edit this out. I'm just gonna edit it out, it's fine.
On their roster in 2017 are not even really worth bringing up, but here they are. This is them, right?
Yeah.
You know who else we have on our roster?
You didn't bring up Kevon Looney or Patrick McCaw or David West or Zaza Pachulia, Zaza Pachulia, I'm pretty sure was the starter for most of the playoffs that year. I mean, Matt Barnes was, he was barely in the rotation. It was David West. But sure, it's your list. Whatever.
And I didn't even bring up Bazemore, Wayne Ellington.
About Bazemore. Obviously, I'm a Warriors fan. That's why I'm talking a lot in this video. I'm telling you right now, Kent Bazemore is not it, guy. I'm telling you right now. And you saw that Lakers game. We both watched it. He sold like the whole freaking game.
Okay.
That's not something to be hyped about.
Okay.
You were just complaining about.
Gordon Tucker.
Hey. No.
You were just complaining about Marc Gasol last year in the playoffs, and now you're like, oh, we have Marc Gasol. The league is dead. Like, bro.
Okay.
Marc Gasol.
Okay.
And Horton Tucker.
Hey, no cap though. I'm genuinely surprised and impressed with how much depth the Lakers have picked up with their salary situation. I'll give them that. I'm being so serious. Shout out to the Lakers for that.
This Lakers team is the best team ever assembled.
Okay.
This team is 100%, barring injury, 100% winning the finals. 100%.
I mean, he says barring injury, but like, you don't know that like LeBron and AD are injury prone at this point in their careers. Like AD has shown that he can barely run for 2 games straight without hurting something. And LeBron has been hobbled almost like every other month for the past year and a half, 2 seasons. So like, and we know Westbrook gets hurt in the playoffs. And the rest of your team is old. And injuries come with age. So anything could happen. I mean, I'm not hoping for injuries or praying for injuries on anyone, but like, it could happen at any second when they're on the court. They're like, the average age of that team is like 33.
100%. I want this on record from the last 3 videos. This is the standard for this team. At the very least, finals. Y'all have championship expectations to the point where some motherfuckers like OSN are going on the internet and saying this is the best roster of all time. Y'all are giving LeBron a lot of credit for how this team has been assembled.
I mean, even if, bro, like, could you imagine now that if the Lakers lose in the finals, assuming that they make it, even if they don't even make it, I mean, first of all, if they don't win the championship, let alone if they don't make the finals, this just proves that Westbrook is not a player for a championship roster. That just shows. And then if they don't win or make it to the finals, that just shows how stupid and delusional these LeBron fans can be.
I just want that to be documented. I really do. I want that to be documented moving forward. And if they prove me wrong, I will give credit when credit is due. But what I don't want is, hypothetically, if this shit hits the fan, I don't want to hear LeBron has no help.
Facts. There's no LeBron needed a better team.
LeBron has no help narratives, and that Rob Pelinka is a terrible GM for assembling this roster. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Honestly, to me, it's just a matter of how many.
How many what?
That's how I'm looking at it. How many?
Don't look at me like that. How many what? Championships?
We might three-peat.
No. No. I mean, half the guys in your roster might not even have 3 years left in them.
We ain't got no cap space this year. Next year, we'll have a little bit more room.
You got a lot of cap space in that mouth.
Coming off a win.
A lot of cap coming out of there.
If anyone disagrees, please explain to me how. This is the roster.
It's not the best roster ever.
Cross off if you,
on paper.
Listen, I don't even.
OSN look like he's just recording to get comments. I swear to God, bro, it looks like it.
Just look at it. Look at it.
I mean, you'd be an idiot if you don't think OSN just does this just to annoy people.
When it's better.
You know the craziest thing.
He knows it gets attention.
Thing he did in this video. OSN is the same dude that back in 2017, 2018 was making the arguments that LeBron should get a pass from that finals loss because of how lopsided, right? How lopsided the rosters were. How could the Cavs beat the Warriors when the Warriors were so lopsided? And honestly, I agree. I agree with that. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers were being delusional with how big the gap was between the Warriors and the Cavs going into that finals run, including myself to a certain degree. But he's probably the same dude that's given LeBron a pass for the 2017 finals loss. But using the same exact logic he did comparing the Lakers and the 2017 Warriors.
You can't just
let's
give out
actually
passes,
do that
though.
for the 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers and the 2017 Golden State Warriors. Because after this video, y'all might walk out of here thinking that the 2017 Cavaliers were not only better than the Golden State Warriors that year, but apparently the greatest roster assembled. So I have their most used starting lineups on the screen right now.
See, I told you, Zaza. You didn't even bring it up.
James, Stephen Curry, and KD.
And here's the thing. Here's what I want to say. In 2017, you know, when the year after they came back from down 3-1, if you ask anybody, if you ask any LeBron fan, they'd be like, "Oh, Kyrie's better than Steph. LeBron's better than KD. Their two best players are better than our two players." Kevin Love, if you ask any NBA fan, Kevin Love and Draymond Green is neck and neck because Draymond Green is good at defense. Kevin Love can play a little bit of defense, but he's not as good. And Kevin Love is better offensively, so you could say Kevin Love's better than Draymond. Tristan Thompson is better than Zaza. And the only people that are better, according to a LeBron fan, on the Warriors is Klay Thompson is better than JR. That's about it. So how is this unfair? Ask them. Ask them that. Ask them that 4 years ago. You won't get an answer. You wouldn't get an answer. If Kyrie's better than Steph, LeBron's better than KD, Kevin Love's better than Draymond, Tristan Thompson's better than Zaza, how are the Warriors supposed to, it's way unfair. If anything, you asked a LeBron fan 4 years ago, the Cavs should have won. It just doesn't make sense.
That's a wash. You know what I'm saying? That's a wash. They cancel out. You're getting 30 from each of them.
Nope. I don't need a gaming browser.
Out. You know what I'm saying? And who's better in the finals? You know what I'm saying? Kyrie or Curry? Kyrie or Curry? It's definitely Kyrie. Kevin Love and Draymond.
See? I just said this. Rewind it because he's preaching right now.
So I have their most used starting lineups on the screen right now. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James Stephen Curry and KD, that's a wash. You know what I'm saying? That's a wash. They cancel out. You're getting 30 from each of them. That cancels out. You know what I'm saying? And who's better in the finals? You know what I'm saying? Kyrie or Curry? Kyrie or Curry? It's definitely Kyrie.
Yeah,
Kevin Love and Draymond. Low key, Kevin Love. You know he doesn't shoot like he
I
has
know
a
what I'm
backpack
talking
on.
about.
20 and
I'm
10 any given night. Low key, Kevin Love's better than Draymond. All Draymond has is
Not low
his
key.
defense and passing, but like who
Looking at
who
his
really
stat
cares?
sheet
You
in
know
the
what I'm
real game.
saying? Who cares? J.R. Smith and Klay Thompson, I guess we'll give it to the Warriors. Cause Clay's.
That's really how LeBron fans are.
It's really only because
It's not even Cavs fans. I don't even think there are many Cavs fans. It's just LeBron.
I guess we'll give it to the Warriors with Clay instead of J.R. Smith.
But J.R. Smith's a sniper.
Pachulia or Tristan Thompson, especially with Pachulia's age now, Tristan Thompson is he's dogging Zaza Pachulia. You know what I'm saying? Dogging him. So if you look at the starting lineups, it seems pretty even to me, right? It seems pretty even to me.
Even.
But then let's go to the bench. The bench
I don't
is
even
where
remember
the
who was on
Cavs
the bench of the Cavs last
separate
year.
ourselves from the
that year.
crowd. Yeah. Let's look at the bench.
Who's on the
Coming
bench?
off of Cleveland's bench, we got Big Iman.
Yeah,
Shumpert.
Kyle Korver.
You know what I'm saying? 3-and-D player.
I forgot
coming
about
off the
Iman
bench.
Shumpert.
Big energy guy. He's coming in there to pest you. Yeah. And then we got Kyle Korver. One of the
They
greatest
would say
shooters
Kyle
of all
Korver's better than
time.
Sean Livingston,
Big
which isn't
Kyle
a reach.
Korver coming off the bench.
And Channing Frye,
Right?
he was like
And then we
40
got
years old or
Darren
something.
Williams. Yeah, y'all forgot about that trade deadline acquisition, man. D. Will coming off the bench. Do y'all remember how good he was a couple years? Hey, great pickup. Great pickup for the Cavs, man. Channing Frye. Do y'all see Channing Frye? Shooting 41% from 3. Shooting 5 threes a game. Monster off the bench.
Yeah.
But then let's look at
So
Golden
logically
State's
to a
bench.
Cavs fan.
LeBron
fan.
Andre Iguodala.
See, and I say this too. Every single time LeBron is in the finals, because I'm not even convinced there's a lot of Lakers fans left, because it's gotten so toxic. Whenever LeBron goes to a team, the fans of the team, sometimes they just leave because it's like, oh, it's about to get too toxic for me. So they just pick a new team who they think might have a chance. So anyway, anytime LeBron is in the finals on any team, LeBron fans try to hype up the other team so much so that if LeBron loses, it's like, oh, how could he win? But then when he wins, it's like, oh, GOAT. Did you see his competition? GOAT. It's annoying.
Barnes? Sean Livingston? He can't even shoot a 3. Matt Barnes? He's a podcaster. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's definitely the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Definitely the Cleveland Cavaliers. I just need someone in the comment section to let me know how I'm wrong, man. But no,
Not wrong.
No, Cap, though. Do y'all see how stupid that argument is? And if he wants to make the argument for the Lakers this year, cool. But keep that same energy for other teams, man. The 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers, at the bare minimum, were as good as the 2017 Warriors. So I don't want to hear about that finals loss not counting because KD was on the Warriors, if that's the case. Right? That's how this works. That's how this works. You can't just make an argument for one team and like not apply it for anyone else. That's not how this works. But with that being said, OSN, step your game up, man. You are a clown. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any hot takes out there.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, yeah. And then that same year, you had LeBron fans talking about, oh, they need more. Even though, they had Kyle Korver, which they didn't have. And then they also, they just won the championship. They had the GOAT, the greatest finals run ever. Come back from down 3-1. The greatest of all time. Oh, they were way better than the Warriors. And now, oh, it's unfair. Talking about, oh, it's not enough to win a championship, even though they just won a championship against the greatest team of all time. According to them. But anyway, yeah. LeBron fans don't have any logic, bro.